Hello there. It is day 55. This I think is the start of a new video, which is good because I've got a lot of updating. So it's going to be a little bit of talking. If you don't want to hear the talking and you just want to see the videos of the trail, I will put a time mark down below of where to fast forward to. So the last video ended with me getting off at Donner Pass. What I didn't tell you is that I had every intention of getting off trail and staying off trail indefinitely. So after hiking over 1,000 miles and completing the Sierras and the desert, which were the two main parts of the trail I wanted to see, I just kind of felt accomplished. And I didn't feel like I needed to continue much. It's not physically challenging for me to be out here. I can do 20 to 30 miles every day, not a problem, as long as I have the food with me. So I was going to get off trail because there's other things I'd like to see and do. At Donner Pass, I attempted to hitch for at least an hour without any luck. They're very COVID scared, but thankfully there was another hiker whose family was coming to visit him, and they gave me a ride into Truckee, where my cousin Andrew, who lives in Reno, came to pick me up, and we went out to dinner, and then I spent the night at his house. The next morning I was supposed to pick up a rental car where I was going to drive to Oregon and visit another cousin. But that night I was researching places that I wanted to stop along the way, like Lassen National Park and Mount Shasta. But then I kind of realized that my heart is still on trail, that I'm not ready to get off trail, and that these places that I wanted to visit are all places I'd be walking through if I were on trail. Another element of me not wanting to get off trail or changing my mind is that normally back home I work as a nurse, and prior to coming out here it was very depressing to be working as a nurse during a pandemic because no one wanted to be around me because they knew I worked with COVID patients. So I knew that if I went back home there'd be a lot of friends and family that I would want to see, but once I get back to work, I wouldn't be able to see them. So that's not good for my mental health, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, I canceled my rental car, got an Uber back into Truckee. My Uber driver was actually an 81-year-old man, very nice guy. I tried inviting him out for coffee when we got back to Truckee, but he runs a very busy schedule and wanted to continue driving, so we didn't get coffee, but I tried. In Truckee, I stayed 2 nights at the Red Light Hostel. Check out my sweet hostel room. These bunk beds. This is my bed. It's got like a little locker with an outlet inside. Ooh, and a light. Cool. Huh. That's Truckee. Ate a lot of really good food, did laundry. I ordered some new topos, trail runners from 2 Foot Adventure. They're shipping them to Sierra City, so they should arrive hopefully by Monday there, 3 nights from now. I had to count. I also managed to find a girl who's selling a 2-person Fly Creek tent, so the same tent I have, it's just 2-person. So she gave me a great deal, only $100 for a practically brand new tent. Normally they're $350 or so. So that should be coming to Sierra City. And also Dan is shipping me a resupply box of food. So that's only about 34 miles from here. I should have, I don't know, about 18 miles a day, and I'll get there Sunday night. So I gotta take it slow. Not a bad thing. So now it is day 55. I got back on trail, hiked about 6 miles into the hut that I had mentioned in the previous video that I originally wanted to stay at. I'm here now, and I also packed in a bottle of whiskey for other thru hikers because it was only a couple miles. And it's July 4th weekend, so I figured I'd supply a little trail magic for everyone, and I brought 2 cans of wine for myself, little tiny cans. This is the 2-story outhouse. For when it snows, you can go on the top level. Let me show you my accommodations for the night. This is the loft of the Peter Grub hut. I'll be sleeping somewhere right over here. And one more thing, I found some pink hair dye at the hostel, so I put a little pink in my hair. Good morning. It is day 56. Didn't sleep well in the Peter Grub hut last night. I was awake about every 15 minutes until 3 or 4 a.m. Finally got a good 2 hours of sleep after that. But it's amazing how rested you feel. Maybe it's because I'm used to sleeping really bad. Forget anything good I've ever said about this really crappy sleeping pad. It's not comfortable, but it's practical. So I guess it'll stay until I start developing severe back pain. Another hiker came into the hut about 7 o'clock this morning. I slept in, obviously, and said that there would be trail magic around mile 1175 today. That's only 15 miles from the Peter Grub hut, so I should be passing there. So I'm excited for that today. Also, my aunt called me last night so that I could talk to my grandmother. She was expected to pass away last night. Not sure if that happened. My grandmother's always been my best friend, and I knew coming out to trail that that was a very real possibility, especially since she had a stroke about 2 weeks prior to me coming out here. Pretty sure this says Jess hearts and misses her hubby Dan. Huh, how'd they know? Ooh, okay. I forget how many miles ago it was, but there was a video where I camped with a group of people who spent like an hour cooking this gourmet dinner around a campfire one night, and they used wild garlic, and they fed me wild garlic, and it was delicious. And since then, I've been searching for wild garlic. 500 miles later, I finally found some. You can eat the flowers too. just like a salad. Just got the confirmation from a Sobo. Trail Magic, 1 mile. Yay! Hiker hunger is so real. I'm running for food. 4th of July. Trail Magic. The trail log for the Trail Magic. I signed right here. Guys, say bye to the puppy. Say bye, puppy dog. Hey everyone, it's the end of the day. And even though I am ugly crying, it was a very good day. I hiked about 15 miles where I came across Limit Situation Trail Magic. They're trail angels that each year set up and feed hikers. More than just food. A lot of good energy. And for the first time in a week or 2 weeks, I'm confident about continuing on trail. Even though before this I had a lot of really good days and good days I wanted to get off trail. Today's a good day where I know that I'm going to hike through Sierra City and I'm not going to get off trail. So my grandmother did pass away. I got the news as I was leaving the Trail Magic. I turned my phone on and got the text. I'm not sad, as my Aunt Kim likes to put it. My grandmother got her independence. It's obviously 4th of July. And everyone is setting off fireworks for her. But I did have to think about this situation and what I would do in this instance. Because when I decided back in July of last year that I was going to do this hike, I knew that this would happen during this time frame. And so I'm going to stick to that plan, which is what my grandmother would want me to do. And that's to keep hiking.